Long ago, there was a kingdom so mighty it believed itself eternal. Its towers scraped the sky, its laws silenced dissent, and its people, once vibrant with wonder, had grown quiet. Not because they were at peace, but because they were tired. They had forgotten. Not all at once, of course. First, they forgot the reason behind the rituals. Then, they forgot the stories that gave them meaning. Eventually, they forgot each other. What remained was cold stone, hollow tradition, and a golden crown passed from one head to the next, each ruler wearing it with less understanding than the last. And when the kingdom finally fell, it did not fall with screams or fire. It fell with a silence so complete, even the echoes stopped returning. But not all light had gone out. Deep beneath the ruins, in a chamber no map remembered, a young blacksmith awoke. He had no memory of how he came to be there, only a small ember, warm in his palm. It pulsed like a heartbeat. He was not a prince, not a warrior, just someone who still remembered the feel of fire, and what it meant to hold warmth in your hands. As he climbed out of the dark, the world revealed itself. Broken towers strangled by frost, statues with weathered faces no one could name, streets buried in snow. The throne room, once the heart of the kingdom, stood empty. Above the throne, the golden crown floated still, cracked but intact, humming with old power, and all around it, silence. The blacksmith walked on, through the ruins of what once was. The ember flickered, as if uncertain whether to survive, but he shielded it, fed it with breath, and kept moving. He passed places where people had once gathered, markets where children had once laughed, gardens now choked in ice. Every step whispered the same question. Why had they let it all die? The answer came not as words, but as memory. They had crowned rulers, but forgotten caretakers. They had built temples to law, but let love go hungry. They had praised legacy, but abandoned presence. And through it all, they had mistaken the crown for the kingdom. Now he stood again before that throne. The ember, pulsing stronger in his hand, cast flickers of gold across the frozen walls. The crown still waited, hovering, glowing faintly, promising greatness to any who dared wear it. And he understood. This was not an invitation. It was a trap, for the crown did not lead. It consumed, and those who wore it forgot everything but themselves. So he did not place the ember inside it. Instead, he knelt, not in defeat, but in clarity, and placed the ember at the foot of the throne, not to rule but to remember. The silence cracked, roots burst from the stone, flowers bloomed in ice. The air warmed, not with fire, but with something deeper. The crown lost its glow. It fell to the ground and did not rise again. The throne remained empty. And for the first time in ages, that was a good thing, because kingdoms are not saved by rulers. They are healed by those who remember what truly matters, not power, not titles, but warmth, connection, care. And so the blacksmith walked on, leaving behind the crown, carrying nothing but the warmth he'd rekindled. Not to build an empire, but to light the way. Power may rule a kingdom, with strength, with fear, with the illusion of control. But only purpose keeps it alive, the kind found in compassion, connection, and the courage to care when no one else remembers how.